Okay. Hey y'all, welcome back to Ascending with Ashley. I'm Ashley. I just want to talk quickly about, if you watched the videos I made yesterday, I was talking a lot about masculinity, both divine masculinity and, well, I don't even think I brought anything else. We were talking about divine masculine. There was a collective reading, we were talking about how the divine masculine needs to, like, do the work, to come back into, like, the divinity within. And I want to, after looking at everything today and just seeing the vibe today, I don't know if you saw the Kansas City Chiefs football player make a commencement speech telling women, it was like some weird shit about how, like, yeah, you're graduating college, but, like, your life won't be good unless you're, like, submit to a man, and, like, okay. The karmic and toxic masculinity is literally losing it. Like, those are the fuckers that are, like, going crazy on women and children right now. And this is happening at a global scale. And I feel like we really need to talk about it and name it and call it out so that we can fucking get away from it, change it, you know? Men and masculines, not even just men, but in this case, it's a lot of men, but it's also women who hold the patriarch within themselves. I'm trying not to share personal stories, like that. Women who are not within their femininity are women who compete against other women. They're pick-me girls, okay? Those are women who are in toxic masculinity. They're not even in their femininity. They are in, because of the patriarch, women feel like they have to do things like that, take on those competitor roles, because men and masculine energy, especially if it's toxic, is very competitive. The goal is to get to protective, okay? That's the imbalance of the energy, is that it's competitive, it's gross, it's constantly trying to, literal pissing contests, okay? And then more of that, like, just and I just think it's really important to name it, especially if you are someone who is working on your spiritual journey or coming into consciousness, a soul who's being moved by this current moment. Yesterday I was feeling very optimistic about where we were as a collective, and then today, and last night I too, like, the energy is very heavy. The collective energy, the negative energy, the evil energy. So we need to be protecting ourselves from that. And I feel like if you don't know what you're protecting yourselves from, then it's harder to protect. So I wanted to get on here and say we need to be protecting ourselves from this evil ass, negative, toxic, masculine energy. And in this wave of consciousness, it is now, there's different energies all the time. There's different things all constantly, especially with these portals that these motherfuckers are creating and shit. It's really happening, okay? If you don't believe it, go read something. It's not my fucking problem if you don't know what I'm talking about. Not my fucking problem. Anyway, if you don't know what it is that you're fighting against, protecting yourself against, it's harder to do. So I want everyone, if you can, if you feel called to, I don't care, it's not my life. However, it is going to take all of us doing this to make a big change. And like I said yesterday, we are in that space of, it's now or never, okay? Scientists are saying this about, like, climate crisis, right? Like that clock they have. There's a lot of us from all different sects of, like, not sects, 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 of the planet, in our varying, expertise, saying, it's time. And a lot of us who know that are okay with either or, you know. We all have work to do. We all have to do it. But, I mean, if we keep going this way where people absolutely refuse to wake up and join the good fight and continue to be in unhealthy boundaries, you know, relationships, contracts, I mean, your liberation is tied to others, right? So, like, we're not going to get free. We're all going to have, you know, a grave peril. And then we're probably all going to have to come back and do it again. Another lifetime. Like, but, like, within yourself, too, figure out where your ego is leading. Figure out where you're competing. That's some shadow work, especially, like, decolonizing as well. You know, you can look at it in all these different ways, right? Figure out where you're a dick, where you're being affected by people who are in imbalance, and draw boundaries and draw protection. I'm getting back into my practices. The spiritual world, healers, seers, practitioners, witches, wizards, warlocks, the call is here, right? If that's you, at any varying degree, I believe we're all magical. I believe it's a very innate piece of humanity that we've all been, you know, programmed out of. But I believe that we're supposed to connect back. I mean, I really do. I feel like all of this shit is a distraction, and we've just forgotten about the energy that we hold, right? And that's what lots of ancient teachings have said. So anyway, protect yourself from the negative, toxic masculinity. Don't feed it. Don't engage. Just put your boundaries up, put your protections up. Do not engage with it. Either way, they're receiving power. No matter how much you think you're in your power, if you engage with that, you are giving power. So just, I would say through the weekend, at least the next 4 days, really just kind of take a step back. I'm going to be doing this as well. You probably won't see me. And just disengage and protect yourselves. And continue to envision the world that, you know, we all really truly want. Try to tap into that remembrance within you, within your soul. Have a good one.